Greetings and welcome to my dear Gemini. This is Ron from Tarot of the Twin Sun. Tarot of the Twin Sun is a functional division within the Order of the Twin Sun. Please take only what you will. I do thank you for tuning in. This work will involve Gemini, the third house. The third house is open and we'll be looking divinatorially or through prognostication, prognosis through the third house. And this is the opening of Kama, desire, intellect. Intellect is nothing but desire. Intellect is the desire to know something. You can actually argue against that. You can find that there's a fusion of intellect with God consciousness. Yes, it's true, but I think it's more based on the energy of fire personally. The one that purifies is the one that brings knowledge systems into ultimate unison. And the syncing that goes on with Gemini, syncing through thinking, is through the mirror. The Sun card dominates Gemini as well as the lovers. And Venus and the light of Venus and the light of the Sun helps program the information we find through relationships and through specific others. Everyone operates and behaves as such like mirrors, and Gemini is akin to this idea. Often they'll split themselves in two in order to find the truth or to find at least the binary. So today we'll be working with the third house and Mercury will be watching over us, and essentially we'll be pushing a karmic look firstly through the cards, through this deck in particular. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And we'll be looking into the month of December 2023, karma, and then we'll look into the quantum field for you guys. Okay, we have here the difference of two. There is a crossing point, a war, a conflict that will teach you a great deal. You may find that in the future, you or someone else, if there's been conflict with you or someone else, they're going to lessen their aggression. Fires will dwindle. And this is a choice. This is a choice. You have the choice to use fire as an element to bring forward wisdom. There also is a version of yourself that is deeply looking into some form of past. I need to see what it is. Okay. This has to do with the surrender. Surrender in the past, letting go of a fire, letting the fire go, letting the fire do its thing. And that being a self-evident truth. This also brings forward strength in your position. It also brings forward, I want to call it a path that someone else has taken that they feel very regretful for. Also potentially the 8 in reverse. This is disempowering to someone. What this leads you into beholding or becoming is a visionary of some sort. This can be a burden for you. Maybe perhaps you don't want to have this responsibility or this ability to push forward certain realities. But you're going to be having it, and even though it may be a great burden to you, you have to be careful of what you are conscious of, because there is foresight and there is clairvoyance on the cards here. There also is a great needing to know from the past, from someone who went out, who lost their fire went out, someone who departed, something like this. To learn from that experience and then to see what you can carry on to teach others. Often these people who you deal with in the future, they're going to be searching for a gift. They're going to be searching for wisdom in that gift. And they're also going to be searching for a type of programming, a way to give, for you to give them, forgive them, to give them a code, something like this. All right, now we're moving into the quantum field. The quantum field is a very wonderful place. And we use two triangles to define this quantum suspension that you may be going through. This has to do with ascension. It has to do with apotheosis, the ability to become endowed, to wear the mask of God. And this speaks about two realities, at least two potential realities when it comes to past, present, and the future. In the present moment, you have the ability to ascend. And we'll see what the quantum field shows us through the quantum triangle now. Okay, what was important there? 9. Ace of Cups. Ace of Pentacles in reverse. This is the Empress in reverse. Okay, so this speaks of a transformation that goes through action and it goes through some sort of secret formation. It speaks of the 7 to the 8 houses. Venus moves to Mars. When Venus moves to Mars, peace goes to war. And there's something about the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles that showed up earlier in reverse. That was in reverse, Ace of Pentacles in reverse. There's something about it where in the dark of night or on the horizon or through the occulted sun, the sun that is out there but cannot be seen, there's something about that rulership that brings forward your greatest expectation. This is shaking up Venus's energy, shaking up the Empress, so that there is something that wakes up in that energy. It's from the 2nd to the 7th house and to the 8th. So Venus shifts and then a transformation occurs. Venus shifts and then it moves from earth to air, and then a transformation occurs. It occurs through the 8th house. But you're protected in this. There also is something about your code. If you behave in the means of chivalry, or if there's a way you behave romantically with others, there's something about not having too much of depth or promise when it comes to commitment. Yet there still is a great deal of empathy to be had there, or love even. In terms of ascension, we have here 10, the 10 of Cups, La Ville, and Incident. There's a way for you to break out of something here. It has to do with family. It has to do with some great relationship of some sort. Expectation in terms of that. I do see contentment and the ability to break through psychology. This is emotional maturity in terms of the intellect, emotionally intellectual maturity. There also is, in the past, a negotiation between the 8 of Rods in reverse and the 5 of Cups in reverse. Something that was blocking you, it shifts, another shift from water to fire. There's a sequence of regret or something like that when it comes to expectations. The thing is that even though you feel a contentment during the holidays, during December, there's something about you that wants to get out of it. There's something about someone else to hear that that loses their power as soon as you get over it, as soon as you make the peace, something like this. In the future, we have the Chariot. We have also the King of Swords. You're going to meet someone who will help you to figure out what was blocking you, what was keeping you isolated or insulated in your mind. As soon as you break out of the mind, you get to the 10 of Cups, and then it leads to Cancer. It leads to the Chariot. So from 10 to 4, There's a difference of 6. I think you might find that your actions right now, they're authentic. People will be very judgmental about them. They're going to want to assert their power over you or something like that. You might come into a place where you have to watch your back in the future. There also is a possibility that you could really rise to the occasion, become very clear with what you've dealt with, to have the insight in that, and also to figure out where you've been in terms of thoughts and thought pattern cycles, psychology, and to come into power. Not really do anything in terms of that, but use the love that's given to you this month to rise up, to rise to the occasion. There are people that are going to be jealous or regretful about what you're doing to yourself, which is terribly possessive and nonsensical. These people can really just piss off, really. Go and do your thing. Leave Gemini alone. Okay. So there's a sense of order happening inside, in the inner world. This allows you to let go of actions, let go of judgment, and come to a sense of order in the present moment. This will give you empowerment with the magician. Very, very much deep empowerment and love. This speaks of a type of hidden beginning, of uniting with pure knowledge and coming into a great deal of, I would call it, the ability to shine in very dark places. This is what's going on for Gemini, at least in the month of December. I do hope that has helped. I do wish you well. Thank you. Bye.